We spent the last night together rolling around on his bed. We were locked in his room for what seemed like forever. Bottles of beer and wine in a corner, the heating units creating a sauna-like condition in the room, fabulous party wear thrown on the floor, trippy electro music sets in low volume to avoid annoying the neighbors. The ketamine was strong, the bodies were twisting with sexual tension and awkwardness, the bodies were coming close and moving away, the bodies were close but not as close as before, the bed was a river, the room was a boat, the world was a desert, the lines distorting the sense of now and before and always and never. I have never been so hurt before, he had told me a bit earlier. I didn't even know how to process this. You deserted me at the worst time. I have never lost my trust to a person I love so instantly, I had responded. I didn't know how to deal with this absence of desire to solve the situation. Now what happens? The search of a temporary oasis is a noble goal, but also a never-ending one. The oasis is there for a few moments, blurring the division between comfort and hurt, absence and presence, pain and pleasure. And then it eats itself. The blurred division collapses in on itself. It eats itself, vanishes, it eats itself from the inside out. And all that remains is a desert. The search of a permanent oasis is a noble goal, but the subject is faced with the overwhelming strength of the omnipotent desert. There is hardly ever a permanent oasis, but there is definitely always more desert, raining from above to cover the previous one. Any attempt to create the permanent oasis results in more desert, more rain. You cannot create water out of glass. I had a dream the other night. Dreaming was a nice experience. When life drowns in stress and insomnia, lines of blue-colored speed and mind loops surround interpersonal relationships. Random sex dates between constant deadlines and a complete absence of any kind of sustenance. Dreaming is a rare luxury. In the dream, I was locked inside a tiny booth covered in white tiles, with two other guys. One of them is a distant friend and collaborator. Our bodies have never shared any kind of intimacy. We talk about sex a lot, but never have some. The other one is a raver I have spotted in parties, usually staying till the last beat drops, sweating and dancing. His body trapped in an endless fight with the sound system, in an endless resistance against basic needs of rest and hydration. Our bodies could have shared some kind of intimacy, but our sexualities are incompatible. In the dream, we were dancing together slowly, our bodies in close contact, skin on skin, our faces so close that characteristics were blending together. One had 3 eyes, the other one none. The skin was burning hot with desire, but it was a slow dance. It started as the familiar feeling of closeness and care, but ended up dystopic. The bodies were stuck together, merging into one. The bodies were the body, one body of unfulfilled desires, one body of unsaid words, one body of sand forming a desert of bodies of sand. We used to be together against the world, together against the terrifying monster of systemic oppression. Or did we? Then we turned against each other. We used to share a common understanding of what we're doing, before our narratives diverged. Or maybe we didn't. Maybe our narratives were never parallel. Now, we asked each other, now, what happens? Now we can just hug for a bit, before I go to catch my plane. Would you like some yogurt?